Hey guys and girls, Birchy here, bringing out the whiteboard. It's been a while since I've had whiteboard sessions. We're going to film a new series of whiteboards. So if you like the whiteboard, smash up the like, share it with your friends and family, and keep tuning in to see more whiteboard sessions. If you have any thoughts or feedback on what you'd like me to draw on a whiteboard for you, leave us a comment below. My team will put it together in the schedule for the next filming. So today's whiteboard session, I'm going to be talking about how to build a property portfolio using equity, starting with no money, right? So if we look at the investors that have helped out over the course of the last 15 years here at B.Invested, everyone's come from different walks of life. Some people might be a first home buyer starting out. I'd say at least half the people that I work with are first home buyers. They're a tenant. They don't even own a property. They might be living at home with mum and dad, whatever. And then I'd say maybe the other 50% would own one property, maybe two properties if they're lucky. And so many people that come to us that own a property may not even have $5,000 to start off with, but how do they get to 20 properties in 2 years? And it's a great concept because quite often when I'm speaking to my investors on a map session, working out their goals, they're like, Nathan, you told me I need 10 properties, you need to get me to 20 properties, whatever the case may be. How do I get to 20 properties? I've only got 50 grand or I've got no money, whatnot. So today I'm going to draw a concept of equity, how it works and how you can use it to get into your first property with no money. So I'll back it up with the following one on how to build a portfolio using equity. So look for part 2 of this. So getting started on it, let's just assume you bought a property and it's going to make it up. Let's say we bought a property for $400,000, all right? And you're one of those people that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, you were lucky to get into the market, right? Because there's so many people saying, oh, you're lucky, or this is lucky, that's lucky. Lucky is a word for losers, right? It's like, it's all about luck. Ask every loser. That's why they didn't do it, right? So let's say that you were a lucky person, as they call us, and you got into a property for $400,000, and now that property is worth $600,000. When you bought that property for $400,000, you probably took out a loan at one of these amounts. Let's say you got an 80% loan, so you got a $320,000 loan, or you might have only put in 10% and you got a $360,000 loan here. Whichever way it looks at, you bought the property for 400, you owe 320, you owe 360, it's now worth 600. Let's say you go to the bank and you pull out a loan at 80% LVR, which is the loan to value ratio. 600,000, so you take off 120, so it'd be 480,000. So if you can go to the bank and increase your loan, you bought it for 400, 320K is your loan, or 360, you revalued at 600, 80% of that's 480, you get your 480K, which is your new loan amount. And then you minus off 320 or 360. Let's just use 360 for the fun of it. Means that you've got 120,000 left over. With that 120,000, you can pull that out as a cash out, and you can use that as 2 deposits at $60,000 a piece to buy 2 properties. What sort of properties would they buy you? You could buy a property for, say, $250,000 a piece. $250,000 for the second one. And you'd have a, say, $200,000 loan on each one. Because you're pulling 50K of that and you've got 10K for leftover costs. So you might be sitting here watching one of the videos saying, look, Nathan, I follow your Instagram videos every week. It's really good. I see these properties you got for 200 grand, 250K. I just don't have the money to get started. Well, if you own a house, you may be sitting on a lot of equity and you don't know how to use it. You don't know that you've got it. You haven't thought about it too much. You might have a concept about debt. You might have a belief system about debt. You may not have a belief system or knowledge to connect the dots to get you to where you need to be. So very simple numbers there. We'll run through them again. 400 grand. Your place may have been 600 grand, now it's worth 800 grand. The same sort of concept works. If you've bought a property and it's worth more than what you paid for it, there's a good chance you can tap into the equity and use that for deposit. So in this example, you buy it for 400, it's worth 600. you revalue it, you pull out 120 grand, you got 2 deposits, you buy 2 more properties, you've gone from 1 property to 3 properties, and then you just rinse and repeat it. You go back to these 2 properties that you buy for 250. And that's where I come in with my buyer's agency. What I do by locating and negotiating the deals that are below market value with good cash flow and good upside for growth, we go back, we pull out the equity from those properties, and then we can buy the next 2 properties. So we go from 2 to 4 to 6 to, just like Noah's Ark. So if you want to get started on your journey, you want to find some more information about, what options there are for you, reach out to myself, reach out to the team, 1300 367 925, hit us up at admin@binvested.com.au. And maybe if you're lucky, there could be a little link somewhere here so you can just click on the link straight away. Tech's a wonderful thing today in 2024, and you can book yourself in for a discovery session with my team and see what options there are available. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now.